Can you guys smell my breath from over there? Or
That breath kicking?
it's kicking. Like, it is, yeah. I don't
What's
think
the
we
deal,
can.
man?
Swap out these microphones after today's
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, I'm glad you got your own mic.
Chipotle makes your breath reak.
Well,
Anyone agree?
You get the tofu.
Okay.
How much?
Tofu
I would love to see the
doesn't
stats, how
have
much
any-
sofritas they're going through. When's the last time you ate tofu?
I don't know what it is. One time Rachel snuck it into a meal of mine, and she's like someone like playing a bad, like a 9-year-old playing a prank. What do you think of that? What do you think of that chicken?
And you didn't know?
And I was like, it tasted like soft and weird. She's like, it's because it's tofu. Gotcha. I was like, oh yeah, it tasted bad.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I mean, it kind of tastes like nothing. So it just tastes like whatever you put on it.
insane.
What is it? What?
Soy.
Soy.
Yeah.
Is it? So people say that. Does that help you understand it at all?
Oh, soy. I am in Espanol.
Soy. I understand how that becomes a white block. What is soy? It's a bean.
Mm-hmm.
How they make it look like
I don't know exactly, but my
Like a
best
big
guess
girl's
is
legs.
my best guess is they grind it up into a paste.
Oh, paste. Soy paste.
Oh,
Yum.
yum.
How do you
that's
think
what
they
you
make
get from
soy
Chipotle.
sauce?
I actually watched a long video on that.
On soy
It's
sauce?
unbelievable. It's one of those things you watch. You go, who figured this out?
Yeah, like milking
It's-
cows.
Yeah, they like ferment it and stuff, and it's like this multi-day process.
I think
Soy
tofu
sauce is good. Soy sauce fan?
It's salty.
Derek, do you like soy sauce?
It's okay.
You guys.
I mean,
Soy
it's just
sauce
like
is so
you
good.
just,
I mean,
it's like putting salt on
I
your
was gonna
rice.
say, how do you not like it? It is just kind of like
It's
salt.
just salt.
You guys.
Do we need to watch the video?
Recties,
Pull
no.
up that 45-minute
I mean,
documentary that Trey watched.
How wide is this crew I'm on? I gotta diversify up in here.
What do you want me to want? Grape
I-
Kool-Aid?
Yeah, I want him bust through the wall every day here.
Oh my gosh.
We got a great episode for y'all today. Oh, do you have something else?
Oh, more breath?
No, that's all. Yeah.
I don't
All
really
right.
have the bad Chipotle breath. I'll tell you what I've had one time though is I was eating Panda Express at an airport and I had to eat or drink out of a paper straw at the same time. And I feel like what you eat kind of goes back on the paper straw a little bit. And my like orange chicken from Panda was slowly turning my paper straw like orangish brown. And I was like, I'm so gross.
And you're like, you're gross. You don't even want to drink after yourself.
yes, I don't want to drink after myself.
Dude, I think something's wrong with my mouth because when I'm drinking a glass and I'm eating, I like leave it and there's like schmutz all over, and I have to I wipe it, make sure no one sees. It's gross.
I think it's because you're either a person who you drink when you have food actively in your mouth or you're
That's
not.
gross. That's like an animal.
Oh, you
Do
guys
you
make
do
sure you're
that?
free and clear before you take a drink.
Yes.
Yeah, when I fully.
Because sometimes
I
I
was
want
what
to.
I'm
I want to
saying.
eat
Are
it
you in
so,
a hot dog eating competition?
Yeah, I want to get it down, so I'll kind of just help
That's what I'm
it.
saying here.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I've never taken a drink with food actively in my mouth, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes if I get a big enough
Yeah, if it was
fingernail, I've
Tylenol.
got to take a drink of water. We got a great episode, guys. Sit back, relax, give us 5 stars, subscribe, comment on YouTube, and let's have a good one. Roll music.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
Thank you once again for listening to Correct Opinions every week. And yes, you're probably wondering, what is Trey wearing? He always wears these really clean t-shirts.
He's
Too
so
classic.
clean. He's so clean. That's what they say.
I'm a t-shirt guy, and you get a 6-pack for $90. And with our 20% off coupon using the code Trey, 20% off of $15 is $12. I've done the math.
$12 t-shirt.
$12 t-shirt, and it's not, feel it. It's soft. You probably know someone who can't dress. Cinnamon True Classic. They've got simple colors. They all look great. Polos, hoodies, you name it, pants. All go
Tops,
together. It all
bottoms.
works.
Bottoms you can get wet in.
TrueClassic.com. Use coupon code Trey for 20% off.
You're kind of in a hurry eating all the time though.
Yeah.
Like it looks like you're in a contest
Weird.
at all times.
My back's a little tight. It's feeling better. I did some stretching this morning. I guess I'm at that age already. I have a flight tonight. I'm like dreading it because my back, I'm like, that's not going to be good for my back.
Really?
You were also on like
I was on
6 flights
so
this
many
last
flights
week,
last
so-
week. By the my last flight home, I was like, I'm so sorry. Whoever, if they listen to the podcast, they probably do. The person behind me on the
Yeah, they
flight from
probably do.
Minneapolis to Kansas City, I leaned my seat back and forth 14 times.
Just trying to find the
I
sweet
just
spot.
couldn't figure it out. I was like, maybe I should just stand straight up.
You need a little
have you ever
lumbar
tried?
support.
You ever
Yeah.
tried sitting straight up in an airplane? I think it looks like you're about to hijack it. because
You're so amped up.
no one's sitting like that. And so I was like, I can't do that. And I tried like full lean back.
You
That
need
hurts. Just,
roll up your sweatshirt and do a little lumbar support. That'll really help.
okay, that's actually helpful.
Yeah.
Well, I left my sweatshirt in the car. I was so annoyed.
Oh, in
Dude,
a plane with no sweatshirt.
Let me tell you, if you don't fly with like pants and a sweatshirt, you're a lunatic. You ever see? I saw this young man walk to the airport, shorts and a t-shirt.
It doesn't matter if it's the middle of summer.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, that is crazy.
You got your bare thighs on them seat.
Yeah.
You know that plane might be cold. He's going to tough it out.
Yeah.
And it's just very naked. I
mean-
just feel like it's already an intimate space.
Get
Cover,
cozy.
get cozy.
Wow. I mean, I
Weird to
couldn't
me.
tell you the last time I was cold on an airplane.
Is this because of babies, or do you
That's-
naturally run warm?
I think it's just because of hormones and having a baby on top, like physically on me.
I should
I'm-
bring a baby instead of a sweatshirt.
There
If you're
you
never
go.
cold,
Yeah.
Yeah,
sometimes
never-
I'm still cold. In a
I am
sweatshirt.
never cold and never bored. So
That's true. It is more exciting.
Yeah.
But I wish me luck. I'm off to shoot something. I'm shooting with the PGA player Joel Damon.
Yeah, you said that weird.
Joel
Joel Damon.
Like peanut butter in my mouth.
That's fun. He seems great.
He seems cool. That'd be good. And I just came back. I went to Puerto Rico and back by myself, which is just a strange feeling.
How'd you get there? You fly to Texas first or boat?
On the way there, Charlotte. On the way back, Chicago.
Oh, that makes sense.
yeah, none of that.
Charlotte makes more sense than you think, which is
I mean, yeah, because you
confusing.
go east and then probably straight. down,
I was on a lot of plane time. It was great. I played Dave Ramsey's cruise, had a blast.
Yep. Do you do the debt-free scream?
I didn't. No.
Where were you? Maybe they did it without
I
you.
should have done more research. Yeah, they definitely did it without me, but I called them a cult and they loved that.
They thought it was fun.
They loved that. Meaning,
Yeah, it's just,
they're
I care-
definitely they like that they're in one.
Your opening joke, like, this is my first time performing for a cult.
My opening joke. So there's I'll give more dirty deets on Patreon as we always do. Patreon.com/StrayKinney. Thank you for over 600 patrons and climbing. Ozempics. We're gonna get it ordered. We have to get it here.
Yep, 800 patrons. I get on it.
I'll tell more on Patreon. But it was great. The 6 p.m. 7:30. One of my opening jokes was just kind of haha. 2 shows. I'm like, what are we doing? 7:30 and 10. They're like, no, Trey. 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's got to be early.
But they really liked it. I was like, no, I know this very well. Me and my buddies, we were on it. Like, we were debt free, but we were also female free. They liked that. So I'm like, you try to go up to a girl and be like, let me buy you a drink. You pull out an envelope of $5 bills.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Like, can I get the appetizer? You're like, no. I'm on a plan. So they liked that. And then I just went to my material. I came out a little aggressive. I got a little uncomfortable. And some guy happened to speak up, was like the one black guy in the room. Was like, we got the one black guy on the ship. And the crowd did not like that.
Okay, so then you get a little nervous. Like,
So then you're like, why did, and as you're like trying to save it in your head, you're like, why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why did I say
yep. Been there.
So I just started panicking. I started saying more racist.
Yeah,
racist
I got to get it out of them.
Yeah, I just go, oh, hey, at least there's not an Asian on here. And just bombing.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm bombing.
I go,
Let's talk Gaza.
yeah.
Show of hands.
Woo, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I've been there. Every comedian does it.
No, we had 2 great shows, a lot of fun. And then I went right to another gig in Minneapolis. Pianist Alan joined me, which is a good time.
Yep.
Had a classic travel nightmare day.
Okay.
Had a nice, after my marathon flights Puerto Rico and back, like a nice hour direct. All right, gearing up, heading out the airport, boom, delayed 3.5 hours.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, well, what is?
Which
So I'm
airport
like,
are you stuck in now?
Well, I'm in Kansas City. It's a direct to Minnesota.
Oh, you flew back
So
before that.
As
Yes.
I went back and forth. So as I'm going, like 3 hours delayed. So now I'm getting a little nervous. I don't want to risk missing it. So I go, let's just be safe. I'll book another flight. It goes through Chicago. You're strategizing. At the very least, I'll get to Chicago. I'll have way more options.
Yep.
Just, all right, suck it up, do that. So I get there, book it, race there, get
Because
on
the show is
plane
the same night as the.
as the travel.
Great.
So, at this point, I'm going to be there, still with enough time, but it's getting closer, right? So I'm sitting on the plane, and they just do the classic come on, like, all right, guys, one more, just give us maybe 5-10 minutes. Maintenance is on here. They got a small issue, but it shouldn't be a little bit. And in my head, I go, I'm screwed. Like, has anyone who's ever flown a lot heard them go, by the way, we know it's a maintenance issue, 5 minutes max. It's Every time they come back on, they go, well, they were wrong.
The pilots need to learn how to under-promise and over-deliver. You know, like
Yeah.
Domino's is
Absolutely.
good at this. Sometimes, you know, a good hostess at a restaurant is good at this. It's got to be about a 30-minute wait. Yeah, we're okay with that. And then they seat you in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
How much more satisfying is that?
Yes. So he comes on. This is going to be an hour more. So already I'm missing my connection. So now I'm debating, do I just go to Chicago? And then I'm looking, there's a couple directs there. I'm getting later and later. And then I look in my original 3-hour delayed flight.
How's
and
it looking?
It's sustained there. The plane's about to be there. So I'm thinking, I roll the dice. I say, I don't think there's going to be more delays. So I deplane,
You do.
get back on the original.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have the gall. So you were like,
Right.
excuse me, I'm going to leave this plane.
Well, there
How'd
was
you do
definitely
that?
people doing it. The door was never closed.
Oh,
So it
that's
was
good.
just kind of like, I did as this was getting worse. I was like, could I just get off? And like, yeah. And so I'm like, I'm going to get
Wow.
off. And it worked out, got on it. But it was, I respected, there was an old man catty corner to me when they came on with the bad results. He was just, he was livid, dude. I don't know where he was going, but he's sitting there. For 5 minutes, he's like,
An old
God!
man tantrum.
oh, he's just having a tantrum. I was like, that's how I feel inside. I'm not going to show it, but
Yeah, you just kind of did Joe Pesci in Home Alone. He's doing their yeah.
You're actually lucky that
like
they didn't
Harbaugh
close
on
the
the
door.
sideline.
You're lucky that they didn't close the door. I feel like I've been on planes where they close the door and then they're like, also now we're
Yeah,
gonna sit here. And you
The
can't get
door
off.
closing caused the maintenance issues.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
know about that.
So there's that story.
you got
Made
there.
it good, fun, and now we're back. And life's
Good gig in Minnesota.
great. It was a 2,500 people church. They
Fun.
were hot. They were popping. It seems like they liked it. That's about all I got. And good to be back. Got some shows in DC soon. That's about sold out. Gonna be in DC, Spokane, Huntsville, and we're announcing tour dates soon.
For the big one. For the big
big
tour.
one. Katie's here, no baby, because we now have our assistants, helpers. So look at you. You don't have to be a mom anymore.
That's nice.
Yeah, I've actually. Yeah, she's gonna raise them. I'm just. This is my only job of the week, and so I just get to do whatever.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
Wow.
She works 3 hours a week.
Not bad.
You get paid
Pretty
pretty,
good
good,
deal.
huh? Yeah.
Tell
I
us
do.
about the top that you picked out today. I've never seen it before.
Please do.
Trey bought this for me.
You forgot.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Trey bought this for me like a surprise. Like one day he was just like, I just thought you'd like this. He got it.
how about that?
Trey told me to bring it up.
Oh.
You really
I texted. I said, "Guys, she wore the shirt."
I-
We
He's
talked
been
about it for
waiting
years.
for-
I'm like,
yeah.
I bought the shirt a year ago. She's never worn it.
I've worn it several times. It was recently at the dry cleaner. That's why I haven't worn
Ooh,
it
dry
recently.
cleaner. Now that's something you don't hear about that unless it's
You
like a
must really care about
Seinfeld
it.
episode.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to take care of it.
That's sweet.
There are certain items as I've gotten older that I realize they stay way nicer and last way longer if I just dry clean.
Okay, there you go, Mom. Like what? What should
Like-
Jake dry clean?
What should Jake dry clean?
Yeah, what should I be dry cleaning?
I'm not sure you have anything that should dry clean.
The one suit he has. Make
Yeah,
sure
what
you
about
dry
my
clean
one
that.
suit?
Take care of that one.
Yeah,
How-
just dry clean your suit.
Question for you. And I'm willing to put myself out there. This might be a dumb question.
Go for it.
Do you clean your belts?
That almost made me spew. Clean your belts?
Just a question.
I
Just
think it's a great, honest question. That has never crossed my mind.
it's crossed my mind. And I don't know how to clean them. I don't know if I need to clean them. But it's like, well, I've been wearing this thing for years. Is it getting dirty? I don't know. It seems like it's kind of getting dirty,
Point.
probably.
You just, Jake shows up to the dry cleaner, shirt, suit, and sir, they're just like, you left this. He's like,
No,
oh,
those
is it cleaned already?
4 brown belts? No, I left those.
And they're reversible. Did you clean both sides? Dude, a belt. Listen, I like fashion a little bit. I like to think I dress okay. I care. A belt. If you're buying a nice belt, unless your style, I guess, is tucked in always, so you see the belt. No one's seeing my belt. I couldn't care less about a belt. I'm still rocking a raggedy Kohl's belt that's like cracking. because no one sees it. Yeah, it's awful.
I like a good belt that knows where you wear it. Like you don't really ever have to like remember like what loop am I in because it's like it's creased, pre-creased.
Yeah, are you wearing belts often?
I'm not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But I have, I got one brown, one black.
Yeah.
'Cause now even
Should I be cleaning them?
the fancy pants have those little like built-in zip tie things, so you don't even wear a belt anymore.
Built-in zip ties.
I haven't worn a belt in forever.
I don't have
And
a built-in
I have
zip ties.
a couple pairs of pants that honestly really need a belt. But I just go, instead of taking the 20 seconds it takes to put the belt on, I'd rather pull my pants up 90 times a day. And that's what I do.
Katie, do you have an answer? How do I clean my belts? Do I need to clean my belts?
I've never thought about it. I mean, if you,
So girls aren't cleaning their belts.
I don't own a belt right now.
What?
Yeah.
You don't have a belt? Wait, do girls not wear belts?
Mama's hips. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, flex on them.
Yeah, I think my pants are just
Yeah,
too tight.
Good for you.
I mean,
I don't know if I've ever seen Rachel in a belt.
they're
Maybe
not
girls don't wear belts.
I'm
They
trying to
used
get
to
Becca
be-
in a belt. And
way more in fashion, but I feel like they kind of come and go with fashion for women. I feel like they're
Oh, the
definitely
Gucci belt had a moment, huh?
Yeah,
That's
and
chuggy now.
they're
Okay.
definitely back in style. I just haven't really gone into it, but I mean, it's probably fine. It's leather, so you could clean it with like a leather cleaner, like you would like a shoe.
Or like a baseball glove.
True.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
care for it like that.
Yeah. But
I'm breaking it in.
it's
Yeah.
Breaking my belt in.
fine.
You got to soften it up.
Yeah.
Throwing it in the oven.
Something else I learned over the weekend, I discovered this app called Yuka. And you ever heard of this? You'll like this. You're going to buy it.
It sounds like a
Yuka.
hippie thing.
This will ruin some
Yuka.
stuff. I don't think it's hippie, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Yuka.
It can scan a barcode of almost any food item
I'm in.
in existence. I think drinks, even like, I think things beyond that, like shampoos
Gases.
and
I
stuff.
was gonna say
don't know
there's
if it's-
definitely also another app called Think Dirty that does like
But it's
shampoo and household products.
But it's got a
Okay.
1 to 100 score. It's not a brand deal or anything. It's got a 1 to 100 before people are like clicking next. And you scan, oh, what's this bag of chips? And it'll be like, it's bad. It's 18 out of 100.
Is this like the ingredients?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ingredients. There's a couple in there that cause cancer. Da 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 da. And I've really been enjoying it because this is what bothers me when I follow some of the jacked fitness guys. They're like, here's a day, what I eat in a day. And it's like, I made this delicious cinnamon roll. I put in this yogurt that somehow has 0 grams of fat and 0 carbs and 20 grams of protein and this sugar-free sugar
Yeah.
and this and that and that. And they have a 6-pack. They're like, great. But I was like, you have cancer, right? Like,
Yeah.
What are you eating?
What are you eating? Yeah.
And because I do some of those protein chips,
Yeah.
I'm like,
they're bad.
you're eating those. I'm like, these can't.
it's too good
It's
to
too
be
good
true.
to be true, right?
Yeah.
And you scan that thing, it's like your phone. It's like about to self-destruct or something. Like, woo,
Too
woo,
much, too
Don't eat
much.
these. And
So it's just got to
So
see
now
how
I know what I
clean
do.
your food is.
Yeah.
That's
But
kinda cool.
You have to like actually read it because we scanned a few things that like I know are pretty healthy, but it pops up like, 30 out of 100 because it's like high calorie or high fat, but it was like peanut
But
butter.
the ingredients are good.
Right. So you kind of
peanut
have
butter
to.
was a strong score. Well, sodium, too much sodium is bad. But some of these, but shout out to Katie with most of our stuff, basically all of it.
Yeah, I read the ingredients.
Doing pretty good.
And I had
Yeah.
for a long time to make fun of her because she's like, I made pancakes and it's made out of like,
the air.
yeah, air flour.
Mhm.
And it's not great, but it's healthy.
I
So there we go, making the fans healthier.
kind of like dry cleaning. I feel like I was in the 90s this week because I went to my neighbor's house to borrow some baking powder a couple days ago, and she gave it to me, and she's like, "Now it's not the cleanest ingredients. This one has aluminum in it." And I was like, "Well, it only requires like 1 tablespoon of how much aluminum could really be in there."
Yeah, you take a bite and like it's like a whole can in your mouth.
Yeah, like out of a tablespoon, very little that's going to be
Trace
aluminum.
amounts.
So light me up.
And so, like, is
Wow.
aluminum that bad? But, like iron, I just learned iron. Like your iron's low is real iron. Like you got to put a rebar in your body.
Somewhere,
To get
somehow,
healthy. Somewhere,
yeah,
somehow.
metal helmet.
That's
or
why our
something.
son's iron was low, and they rebarred him, and he's better. But did you know that real iron? So if I nod on
what
a,
do you think?
Yeah, what?
I don't know, but was that blow? Is that not fair to say? You're like, oh yeah, we eat metal. That makes sense to you?
Don't they say like
Yeah.
crime scenes smell like metal? Like if there's catastrophe.
Because your
Yeah.
blood's full of
Yes.
iron.
Yeah. That's
His iron supplement, it's got to be just a vial of blood. Also, fun fact: when you're eating your steak and it's like rare and it's juicy, that's not blood.
What is it?
Not?
It's just something else in there. But people, it's not just a pool of blood. They drink the blood's out of there.
Blood's out of there. Got it.
I just saw a video
It's
on that. I think it's
something
fun to
else
share.
in there.
Yeah,
It's the aluminum.
I didn't finish the video. What's the
Check out this fun fact. You
The
know, it's not actually
juice.
blood. It's it's something. Pretty fun fact, huh?
Water and myoglobin.
Myoglobin sounds good.
Did you
sounds
say
like,
that word to me recently?
Me?
Myoglobin, hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin.
All right,
That's
well,
when
it's
you
myoglobin, which is made
Which
of a
is-
protein and a hemiring.
probably similar to
hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin, if your hemoglobin.
That's just the
low.
hemoglobin.
Yeah.
Soak it in bread.
I used to be called a homogoblin. That's close.
That's close. That's a great burn. Okay, I just want to dive right in with. I ran this by you. I'm very upset you don't. I would have bet my life you knew about this. But there is a trend, particularly on TikTok, where talented individuals are creating songs to commemorate LeBron's greatness.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen
click
this.
this TikTok, Derek. This is an example, one of my favorites. Like they'll interview NBA players, be like, "What's your favorite?" They're calling it Bronify
Okay.
instead of Spotify.
Okay.
And like there's a great one. People are just spoofing popular songs. Like someone did one too. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers.
Got
And
it.
then that's all these. So this one,
I've missed all these.
dude, it's my favorite thing online right now. Listen.
I used to be a Jordan fan, like I'm an old head. Thought Larry Bird was the best.
Is this sick?
His position.
It's kind of fun.
And I saw my Pookie. Just can't stop the glaze. I can't stop
Sing it with me, Katie.
thinking of you. My sweet LeBron James. I glaze LeBron and I liked it. Sex David, he's so massive. I glaze LeBron.
Dude, how sick is that?
Are you gonna write your
I
own?
love LeBron.
Are you
Dude.
gonna glaze him?
If
Why
you don't
is
mind,
it called glazing?
do you mind if I glaze him real quick?
Yeah. Why is it called glazing?
Why is he my glorious king? Have you seen what he can do on a basketball court?
No, I
And off the
literally
court,
haven't.
family man.
Good guy.
Great.
Taco
Love that for him.
Hit it, Derek. This is something I whipped up,
Oh.
and this is
About to
You
get real
might-
glazy up in here.
you might recognize this. I don't condone the original artist's actions in any way, shape, or form.
None of his
Like,
actions, or
he should
some
have
of them?
peed in a toilet.
Yeah.
Do you know those accusations? That interview of him. Fight for my life, man. He's in jail, right?
I don't know.
It's a slower song than I thought.
Yeah, this is about to be a ballad.
I used to think MJ was better than LeBron. Did you used to think that?
Yeah.
And the game was nothing but mid-range jumpers. But now I know the meaning of true love. We get some snaps. Wrap me in your 6'8" beautiful arms. If I can see it, I bet the Bron can do it. If I just believe it.
So weird.
Do you mind if I glaze him real quick? I believe in LeBron. Don't you guys? I believe he can win it all. I think about him every night and day. Would leave my wife for you today. I believe he can soar. Hall of Famer and so much more. I believe in LeBron. Let me glaze my King LeBron. I believe in LeBron.
never even been serenaded that well.
Well,
You never got like those little runs
You're-
like that?
No.
are you 6'8"? No, you're only 6'6".
Yeah, exactly.
I really like the ending.
He's the best, man. And he's perfect. And I'm in. And I'm gonna sing one of those every week for the rest of this podcast. Yep, I love LeBron. And I like the way he looks. And I like the way I look. I think, what do you think LeBron wears? He wears cool stuff. I bet he wears True Classic, which is what I'm wearing. This is what I've been rocking for a long time now.
A lot
Have
of
you
people
noticed? You've noticed.
probably wear more people probably wear it than you think.
Do you think they're glazing me like LeBron?
Could be. I'll sing
Yeah.
a song to you next week.
Dude, because I've the Recti, so I have a long-term partnership with them. Very pumped. I'm making videos for them. They're on the pod. They've got me repping their stuff. And if you follow me for years, I'm a clean t-shirt guy.
Yeah. And the
And-
basics.
And honestly, I've scoured the internet over the years for like, where do I just get a bunch of nice t-shirts? And True Classic, truly, like you can get a 6-pack. Listen to this. You can get a 6-pack of their t-shirts right now for like, it's unbelievable. You also get 12 packs, 3 packs, and you get 20% off with us.
Okay.
You know, most of these places give you 10, 15, you get 20% off your order of their already ridiculously affordable tops. Do you like to call it a shirt or a top? 6-pack, $90.
Okay.
Do the math there.
All right.
What is it, $15 a shirt? That's insane.
Yeah.
20% off 15. Do it.
20%.
12.
You're quick. You're
That's
quick.
pretty good, huh? That's just
Yeah.
you do the tip.
Yeah, $18.
$12 a shirt with via us with our coupon. So all that info will be linked below. And
That is a great deal, especially summertime coming up.
Mhm.
Get some summer t-shirts.
I'm rocking it now, and they have everything: pants, shorts. They're gonna have swim trunks. Polos, you name it. And if you're listening, you're either a woman who knows a man who can't dress, or you're a man who doesn't know how to dress. Let me help you. 20% off. True Classic. You can't mess it up. Simple colors, classic, affordable. So there you go. TrueClassic.com. Thank you for True Classic.
What's
And
the
that's
promo
plug.
code?
Trey, Trey.
Okay,
At the link there, hit it. Code Trey. TrueClassic.com. Get hooked up. And thank you, True Classic.
I need to leave for about 10 minutes. I'll be back.
It was the song. You scared her
yeah,
off.
You need to take 5. I get it.
She's about to go write a song and come back.
Yeah, she needs to go get some cool air after that one. Same. All right.
I didn't even know you were.
Clean Jake's belt.
Yeah, give me a clean belt right up there. I didn't even know you were going to mention this. And I was just thinking about Jordan and LeBron last night. I was in bed, couldn't fall asleep, get on YouTube. There's some 8-minute videos. So, just like Jordan clips that get increasingly better. I was like, I'll watch that. I was like,
those are the best.
this is good. And I was like, I don't know if he's better than LeBron, but because we grew up with him, it'll always be like kind of like special. That 90s, the camera wasn't great.
It is great.
You know.
They could just kind of hit each other out there.
Yeah. They celebrated weird in the 90s. You go back and look at clips, they would like score a bucket and they just do this.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Right. It was less.
Go
Dude,
look. This
yeah,
happens a
no, yeah.
lot.
They just kind of chant and jump around.
2 arms up.
They they looked like girls like on bid day.
Kappa!
Yeah, it was less, now it's.
Yeah, now they're wiping their nose and doing stuff
Yeah,
like that.
fake gunshots and stuff.
Yeah.
Back then, it was simpler. Just let the joy lead. Woo! But now, yeah, you
That's
gotta be all
what they do.
cool.
It looks so weird. I mean, yeah, there's like that famous Reggie Miller is doing like spins in the air. Do you know that clip? Like he had some game-winning shot. He's just spinning in the air, just doing pirouettes.
Yeah.
Like that's how he was flamboyantly excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different era.
It was a different time. I'd love to just, when you're laying in bed and that's what being a guy is all about. You're like, what about Michael Jordan highlights? Can you check
Yeah.
that out? This morning I woke up and honest God, the first thing I thought about was me and my buddy are going to cook a meal when we're on our trip in Napa. And I just laid there thinking, maybe tacos is the way to go. It's the first thing I thought of when I woke up. I just laid there thinking, I'm going to eat those tacos one night, man.
Some people are like that. I only think of food when I'm currently chewing it, but Rachel, most of her thoughts are consumed by the food I'm about to eat or the food I just ate.
Yeah, man, I feel like I'd be a lot farther in life if I didn't care about food so much. That's crazy that some people, food, they're just like, yeah, I guess I'll eat it now.
Yeah.
It's half of my headspace. Just what
will I eat?
already tonight I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna be traveling and I'll I'm not gonna force this, I'm gonna go to bed, but in my head I would be like, well, let's see if there's a nice restaurant by the hotel. Maybe that's a late night, I go by, I sit at the bar, I have a roast chicken or something.
You really planned it out.
That's in my head already. I'm already thinking, every Monday I go, what are we doing this weekend? Do you do that?
And what food are we? Wait, like Monday, like today, for instance, thinking about this weekend?
Like, as I try to be understanding, but my buddies, they don't want to do this. I try to hit them up on a Monday, Tuesday. Let's make a plan for the weekend. They just kind of ignore me. And then Friday at 9 p.m., a buddy texted me and said, hey, tomorrow, let's do this or that. I go, I can't,
I have to eat tomorrow.
Yeah, I've already booked I have 3 reservations for all 3 meals.
Yeah, I have to drink water while I eat. I'm too busy.
Yeah, I have to be so excited for the food that I get there and I don't enjoy the food at all. And to avoid choking, I chug water.
Yeah.
And then I'm booked.
I don't plan out the food very well. I'll plan out other things, but maybe someday.
You seen Ashton Hall?
Yeah, I was about a day late on this trend, or a little bit. Like it was like late at night, and I start scrolling, and 3 out of the first 4 reels I see on Instagram are morning routine. And I was like, what's going on? I'm like, Rachel, what's happening? And she's like, I think they're just making fun. I'm like, no, something's going on. And I figured it out. But
it's the morning routine guy dunking his head in ice water. It's as annoying as a trend there's been. It's too much. I'm proud to say I didn't make a video about it. Every influencer on the planet was like, here's mine.
It became cliche. And within hours, it was like, well, it's just cliche to make your own spoof now.
I think it's already passed. The internet's so amazing. Everyone did it on the one day, and it's done.
Yep.
But it was, oh my gosh, it was a nightmare.
Yeah, it's brutal. So if you don't know, this former college running back has turned into a content creator. I don't know how he got maybe his initial following, but I mean, he's massive. He's huge. He's one of the more ripped people you've ever seen. People have now gone back and seen that his college career, he had like 6 carries for 8 yards at like Alcorn State or something. So not much of a like successful athlete, but very much puts on a successful businessman persona. And that's what people love to make fun of. He's got weird habits, whether he's doing it seriously or for content. Either way, it's weird.
You've seen his Twitter and stuff. He'll post like, it's like it was some 4 photo post of like his progress. He's like, 10 years ago, construction, and it's like a glamour shot of him on a construction site. You're like,
that's weird.
It's just so clear that he's lying.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like construction to working at a gym to this to trendsetter.
Oh,
it's like,
is that his new title?
He's posted all the stuff, just lying to himself and everyone. He's like, hey, to all my people, man, let this inspire you. Like, all the success right now, and there's people quote tweeting like, we're
making fun of you.
Yeah, no one's supporting you. This is annoying. And he's going on and on as if he just won like best album of the year or something. He's like, yeah, I did it. I'm the king of social media.
I'm on top right now, and if you guys want tips, that's great. Let's talk. But his content, like if you're like wondering like how bad could his morning routine be, it's just everything you would think to make fun of he's doing, like waking up at 3:50 a.m. Weird stuff. He only uses like bottled water, but not like a plastic bottled water, like glass bottled water.
Beautiful glass.
And pouring out gallons of it into a bowl to do a cold plunge with only his face. With ice cube, he massages the ice cubes before he puts his face. He'll rub his face with banana peels.
Rage bait.
I love when he journals. It's the first page of his journal.
Every brand's got to do it. Which, by the way, I guess this has already happened by the time you're listening, but April Fools. If these brands don't do it, I don't know, it's too late, but if you're working marketing for some brand, you don't need to do a cute April Fools post.
IHOB.
Baskin Robbins, We're changing to 32 flavors.
Yeah.
I just don't know if the Ashton Hall guy, if he like owns the water company or something, that's
genius.
He's a genius and good for him. That's the only way that's cool at all, or he made any money. It's like he's like, yeah, I did it, trendsetter. Have you made more than maybe $5,000 off of this? How are you making money off this? How's it a job? The whole internet is making fun of you.
One of my favorite parts of any type of like, come spend a day with me, daily routine, morning routine, anything, is fake Zoom calls. They're in every one of these. They're my favorite. And in the one of Ashton Hall that really went viral, he said, fake call. Bro, I think we got to get it up to 10,000.
Got to get to at least 10,000, bro.
That's what everyone's been making fun of, and I just love it. Like, what
Just random number.
is that even referring to? I think it's steps. Everyone's assuming money.
Yeah.
I think he's motivating someone for fitness.
Bro.
We got to get your steps up to
It's a
10,000.
good starting point. 10,000. We got to get it up to 10,000.
Yeah.
He's in a Rolls Royce. He has like a crew around him. They're in G-Wagons driving alongside him as he sprints
Yep.
down.
He just like runs
Or
suicides
goes
in the Trader
Miami
Joe's
or something.
parking lot.
Yeah. And I don't know the end game of it. I guess he's trying to con people into like paying him to tell them how to make them money.
Yeah, he will have a course soon. You see, he got evicted from his apartment. So
No.
he's gonna have a new backdrop for some of these videos, but
Because he
it was apparently like he what's it called? Like made a copy of his like key fob and was like handing it out to people. And I guess they really don't want you doing that, so
Oh.
he got evicted.
Yeah, I love there's just immediately tons of Googling. How does he make money? What does he do? He has his own line of workout supplements and protein powders. I guess he's getting some pub for that
900 patrons, and I'll take his protein powder.
deal. It just makes you wake up at 4 a.m.
I can't
Dang
help
it.
I wake up at 4 a.m. and my face feels so dry. Got to dip it in water. Got to start journaling.
Shout out, man. 4 a.m. Yeah, he's like reading. He was like journaling at 4:15 a.m.
What do you journal about at 4:15 a.m.?
Just so tired.
Yeah, you just can't get through it. You fall asleep.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, I gotta start typing this. I gotta see some blue light soon.
I hate the people like him. I can think of other people where they're like, I'm a social media expert. I know how to get millions of views. And all they do is create content that upsets people.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to fix this. These social media companies, someone's got to stand up, and it's all of Snapchat. Because then he started to get more views. He's like face plunging his face in the ice water, but he would put like whole lemons in it and stuff.
Yeah.
So that just that bothers me. And then he was rubbing a banana peel on his face.
Mm-hmm. Under the eyes. Yeah.
And so that's what these people do. Like I was watching like a cooking creator. You tell he's trying to hack and get views. So he'd be like, all right, here's the recipe. Put in this, and then a green onion.
Yeah.
You picture the long skinny thing, and this one end has little roots on it.
Okay.
He just purposely like put that in there,
Just to enrage
just so people comment like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Like, are you helping anyone? You're just ruining their day. Or the guy, you ever see the guy who constantly is like, he drills holes in like the side of a washing machine and like ruins it,
Mm-hmm.
and then makes it like spit out frozen margaritas or something. You're like, and you just kind of watch it because you're like, what is he doing? And then you go, wow, that wasted my day. And bothered me.
I won't be able to quite articulate it probably, but there's like there's two very different ways to get views online. And one is like kind of really hacking the system and enraging people. And then there's like the way that like doing it in good taste. And I'm a firm believer that it will pay off. And you're seeing this because you're able to sell tickets. People who might have a bigger following and get more views.
At some point, there's
like they're not going to be able to fill in the blank. Get people to join their program, get their emails, sell tickets, whatever the bottom funnel is. Like you have to provide value.
Yeah, that's a great point. At some point, it's going to run out because I like to think I've created at least a faction of people who are like, we know that guy is. We're gonna like him forever. If he retires or does this, like at least if we hear his name, we're like, oh, he seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
These other people, they've created zero people that like them.
Yeah.
They're just every single thing they post is like a trick.
Yeah.
And at some point, the trick's gonna not work, and then they're like, hey, would you follow us to this other thing? Like, no, I've been trying to not see your stuff, but you keep tricking me.
That being said, I am going to start doing some pickleball content where I throw in little like death to Hamas imagery in there, and then
Just
see how that goes.
spark
And then the next day, death to Israel.
Huge spike in
and we'll see.
retention.
Yep, we'll see which one does
just
better.
see what your fans side with.
Yeah. Yep. I am your puppet.
Because you going to China still?
Going to China still. Yep. Flights are booked later this month.
Should be a fun flight.
Yeah, should be. Yeah.
Mhm.
San Francisco first, and then about 15 hours to China, to Hong Kong. hang out for a bit. On the way back, got a 21-hour layover in Taiwan. So
Son, you gonna explore or just be
I think
sad?
so. I think I'll probably just like leave my bags on the sidewalk and just come back and get them later.
I've heard Taiwan's. I think they're just an honest place. I think you can kind of do that.
Yeah, I feel like
You-
I saw Crazy Rich Asians, which was
Yeah.
Singapore.
And they're all. Let me be clear. All those countries are the exact same. And I think that's there's every country has pros and cons. Like here, you have good food, but people steal from you. But over there, you can set stuff down, and you're gonna have diarrhea the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of that's tough because if you don't bring your stuff with you, you're gonna poop your pants, and you won't work because they're also small. They want pants that fit you.
Yeah. I will probably set the bags down and just have like cloth diapers with me, and I'll carry those around with me. So, but yeah, it's happening. Kind of crazy. I will see if you guys have any questions about communism. Leave them in the comments.
Leave them in the comments.
I'll go
He'll do
check
his
them out.
research.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
That'd be cool.
You do know Hong Kong's kind of different than
I know that like they're kind of in a snafu with China, right?
Yeah.
So we're flying into Hong Kong, but then we were being taken.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the word
They're,
they use. They say we will take you.
We'll take you out
Yeah.
of there.
We'll take you out of
Yeah,
that.
I think it's like the Salt Lake of China a little bit. They just kind of have their own thing. Is that right?
Kind of their own rules and
the Salt Lake of China. That's great.
I thought it was like a Vatican City thing.
It's an independent nation, technically, right?
They have a different currency
Oh.
than China,
That's too bad.
and aren't they?
What is it? Pokemon cards?
Digimon.
Say that there. Say that there. They have great sports there. They have a great sense of humor.
Yeah, the national language is anime, right?
All right. Well, what do you want? What even is Pokemon?
It's
an
all
Asian
fake.
thing.
Oh,
Oh, Dude, just
I think it's Japanese.
it
A
is
lot of that stuff's
right?
Japanese. Mario and Luigi are
Japanese
Japanese.
come up with a lot of cool stuff. Pokemon origin, Japanese.
Yep.
So yeah, I was right because it's all the same.
So don't really correct me because
Yeah.
I did get it right.
Yeah. What are you saying? It's just it's so blatantly racist. But that'd be cool, man. Recties.
Would
You
you
wanna know
like? Sorry. What am I thinking? What am I thinking?
No, say it. That's my fault.
Would you like a new word added to your name?
Super Recties.
Super recti.
That's right. Our Patreon is growing, and we really appreciate it, y'all. As we know, these economic times, they're confused. They're volatile. Do you say volatile or volatile?
I think volatile is
That's
scarier.
cooler. Yeah, like I'd rather say unpredictable instead of unpredictable.
Unpredictable, yeah, lights of
That's
fire,
like
and
firmer.
yeah.
Anyway, patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. We do a bonus episode every week, and we give out all the dirties. Like my gig this past week. What did I say? I didn't say.
Yep.
Because I can't put it out in public.
What did some of the other comedians say?
Yeah, what did that say? Some of the stuff we're working on behind the scenes, maybe with Basic Wine, what's going on. You get all that and more. It's just more of us every week. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. We're very close to Jake taking Ozempic.
Yep.
So
Help
please
me
join.
out, guys.
Japan is Katie's and that's our next big thing. When we finally aren't trapped or aren't parents that have to be here all the time.
Freudian slip.
That's the trip. I'm excited. And then I have a
Because you guys
wife.
like food. They got good food there. And they have
Oh, for
cherry blossoms
sure.
if you like trees that look a lot like ours.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can pay to cut them off with a sword.
Yes. Yeah. Or that could
I
be Vietnam. All the same.
And I can't wait. But I have this wife. I don't know. What do you think, Derek? What's your wife like? What do you think Rachel will be like? I'm like, we'll do it. And by then, we'll on our 10-year anniversary, 5 years from now. So I go, maybe our youngest, depending on, let's say our youngest is 3, maybe 3 and 5 and 7. Hopefully, maybe we're done. Hopefully, and I go,
Okay.
we could go to Japan for 10 days, right? And she's like, absolutely not.
She would
Let's go
say,
for 6. And I'm like, great, let's spend 2 days on a plane.
Yeah.
And 4 and so we're trapped. And but I love my family. But she's that type. Some people will be like, bye kids. She's painfully loving. And it bothers me.
really? She'll make sure they're not neglected the whole week you're on
She's
vacation.
like, I can't leave them that long. No, I don't want to do that. I'll never forget the first time I ever left them. First time I loved them. She did immediately. Mine was
You remember yours though.
and
First birthday party.
We left our firstborn for 2 nights. I was like, this is gonna be good. She's crying on the plane there. It's okay. You're good. And then I remember we get there and she's just can't. She's checking in on him. I was like, just leave him alone. And she just goes, I'd rather be with him. I go, wow. Yeah. I mean, that's a good problem to have, I guess.
I guess, but the cherry blossom.
Mm-hmm.
Derek, what would Becca be like? What is she like?
We haven't left the kids yet for overnight.
Ever?
No, not once.
Whoa.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's really
So
loving.
you've been a parent for 6 years? 5? 4?
6 this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Wow.
And you obviously have done some travel for
Yeah.
work and such. Your wife has never left any child for a night.
Ever. Oh my gosh, this is like crazy actually that we've never talked
she's
about
a
this.
grinder.
She
dude.
should go on vacation.
Yeah.
Or maybe she would hate it, though. Maybe
Yeah.
it wouldn't be good.
I feel like if there's a country to go to, it would be Japan, like for family.
Derek, you would be a king over there. And by king, I mean you would stand above them.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. If I was the size of Derek and as black as him, no. If I was Derek's size, dude, I'd be insufferable. I'd just go to Asia like once a month, just to. If I was ever
Can you say
feeling
Pokemon?
Well, no, not that much. Yeah.
Pokemon?
But if I ever was feeling down and bummed, and if I was his size, I'd just go to Asia.
And just challenge people to play basketball.
Yeah, just kind of walk around.
Hey, I'll
and they'll be
one-on-one
like-
you
they'll
for
be
your
like,
Pokemon
"Oh,"
cards.
They'll be like, "Whoa!" And like, that's what I needed. I'd fly home.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd say that to people who bother me. Like, you know what? If you only knew, walking down the streets of Shanghai, dude, you'd have a different opinion.
People look at me. Yeah. I came back with dozens of Pokemon cards that I did not go there with.
PewDiePie moved his family out there.
to Japan.
Yeah. And Blonde, they're praised everywhere
Cool.
they go.
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
And then
Man, I wonder if me and Katie walking around Japan
Yo,
because it's
Katie.
really blonde's what
Tons.
blows their
Oh,
minds.
Yes, yep.
yeah. Katie would be a freak.
Because she's a freak.
Yeah.
I am starting. So Eva, our little girl, 6-month appointment, height off the chart, 100+ percentile.
Ooh.
So
What WNBA team are you thinking? Liberty?
Probably the
Maybe an expansion
Orlando
one?
Hot Flash.
Yeah, I was going to say, I forgot we talked about this before. The expansion teams.
And I don't know, man. Eva, she's great. She slept through the night last night for the first time in months.
She
So we're
slept with a
feeling
what?
good. Through the night. Sorry.
Oh.
She's been kind of fussy. I don't know when that like process starts for girls. But-
It's a girl thing.
You know the
She's been crying a lot. She's been emotional. I don't know.
yeah. And all that to say, I'll never forget. I saw this family out once to dinner. We were in town, and it was adult children. The man was about 6 foot. Wife was pretty much his height,
Okay.
and he had 2 adult daughters. One was like 6'1", one was 5'11", and this guy looked pathetic. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm gonna have 5'11" wife, 6'3" son, 6 foot daughter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like a schmuck.
You have to figure something out.
So if I leave them,
It's going to grow up.
they shouldn't be so tall because I look like a fool. No, but I think that'd be cool. It probably doesn't matter at all what your height is at 6 months old, but it is funny. She's a giant baby
Well, good. It's better
Yeah.
than the opposite.
for sure. I have a buddy with a short little son. It's tough.
Yeah, he probably is trying to leave him for good.
Shout out Japan. Can't wait. What else we got in here?
Derek, have you or Trey, have you guys heard about DoorDash is offering financing?
oh my gosh.
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
Is
I
that
should
not
have talked about that
insane?
Ramsey thing. It's actually really evil, right?
It is tricking people who don't have good financial,
Because they
habits.
partnered. Do you see that? It's called Klarna.
yeah.
And they already exist. When you're like, I think they're out there when you're just like buying clothes online, you can finance
You can
it.
finance this, which Klarna is Greek for, what is it?
Rip off for
Yeah.
scamming poor people. Which by the way, Klarna,
It's
I
the
feel like
fireworks of online sales.
it's been under the radar. I've never fully digested, like when I'm checking out, I'm buying a pair of like Nike shoes for $100, and they're like, "Would you like to finance this?" Like crazy that's an option.
You're right. It's always there. And I kind of just glance
I
over
just
it.
kind of look at it like that's insane, right? And now, for something like food, that's really bizarre. Like who? I don't know how it's legal. Think about that. Like it's one thing. Like I need a pair of shoes. I'm struggling. I just need to wait a few months to make this payment. But food, these people are just going to run up a tab for cheeseburgers.
Yeah, isn't that so funny? Just thinking back like 50 years ago, you're like, what's 2025 like? do we have flying cars yet? It's like, no, but you can like put a burrito on layaway.
Yeah, you can make installments
Yeah.
on your quesadillas.
I can't afford eggs. Well,
Sounds like
now I can.
Get complicated. You're like, oh man, I've got to make this payment the first month on Postmates, then DoorDash. I've got another payment schedule.
Uber Eats, I got a little something under the table with my driver, so I owe him $20 cash.
What's the interest?
Katie, we're talking about, Katie's back, by the way.
Back.
It
Child
was off
fed.
camera, but she handed me my belt back.
Yeah.
Interest-free installments.
Are they just hoping people miss their payments on a burrito?
Yeah, there's always something. So how are they making money?
DoorDash is offering financing now. That's what we're talking about. Good idea, bad idea. I know you didn't go on the Ramsey cruise, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah,
Probably a
bad
data
idea.
play or something. It sounds like they just allow you to be like pay later. So they said, all right, Tuesday I'm ordering this cheeseburger. My paycheck hits Friday. So
Yeah,
let me
that's what it
just hit
is.
it Friday. So they're trying to do that. So of course, Sweden is like, we're helping. But bro, if you
have to
gotta-
finance your burger, don't use DoorDash.
it's
Yeah.
it's so
Grab
stupid.
a bike and go there.
I'm grateful I can afford it, but every time I order Grubhub or DoorDash something, I'm just like, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. We got a meal the other night. We were like really starving. Like Sunday, let's treat ourselves. Watch Thomas get some food. I mean, this thing racks up to close to $100 all of a sudden. Like this is embarrassing.
The average
that I'm gonna
order
do this.
on DoorDash is like $33.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And if I ever DoorDash something only for myself, like one item, I want to jump off a bridge because it's the saddest. You're like, I need this. I'm in this hotel. I've got a show tonight. A burrito, one burrito, $23.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. I
So-
love when they get your order wrong too, and there's nothing you can do about it. So fun.
Oh, I go nut. People, no one supported me on that. Thanks a lot,
Yeah, no
Recties.
one
Where I
did.
lie and I say it didn't show up because I feel like they owe me some money.
Yeah.
Because Delta, when again, this is why Delta's the best. They had the 3-hour delay, which is obviously very annoying. And when you showed up to the gate, they had a couple carts out with free snacks,
Oh,
beverages,
Ooh.
like
Wow.
sandwiches.
We're
like,
so sorry. Here you
kind
go.
of legitimate, like on us today. So sorry.
Wow.
Is that hard?
That's
These
all you
other
need.
airlines?
Yeah.
Instead of like, ooh, I didn't tell you all this. I got to be honest with you as my wife and you as my friends. You guys, Recties.
Concerned. Okay.
Minneapolis airport, flying home. The busiest I have ever seen an airport ever. I don't know what was going on. I guess spring break, maybe. But it's one of those sneaky airports where you're like, oh, this is a big airport.
Okay.
It is chaos. And if you're checked a bag or anything, I mean, line out the door to check a bag. Pre-check's nuts. I'm not too worried. I got the clear pre-check. But it's like chaos down here. Some guys run around going like, there's another security down there. There's another one down there. There's one. So I go. And it's like pre-check shorter than clear. So I'm like, I'm doing this. I get up to it. And I've been having an issue with my driver's license. And this is very annoying because maybe 1 out of every 6 times I travel, this person does the ID and they go, they
I've
rub it
never
off,
had
rub it
trouble
off.
with a driver's
Yeah.
license.
They put it in 3, because I've seen this now probably 7 times. So they put it in
Weird.
once, twice, 3 times. They go, hey, supervisor comes over. I'm like, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So, and then they're doing it. They're looking at it. It takes a good 5 to 7 minutes.
Where do you store your driver's license?
It's in my wallet, whatever. And this is
It's a pot of
so after
honey.
the 3rd time, I start to go, because I've even had a couple times like stand to the side, sir. It's like a 15-minute thing. Then they finally are like, you're good. So the 3rd or 4th time this happens, I'm like, this has happened a couple times. What's going on? Do I need a new ID? Or they're like, sir, we just, and they do this really annoying thing where they're like, we just don't know. I'm like, well, like, is it just like an old ID? Maybe I should get a new ID. They're like, well, I can't. It's just flagging it. I can't tell you really more than that.
Oh, they think you're going
And-
to counterfeit some IDs.
and so I'm like, is there a weird thing on my ID? And they're just, we can't. So this last time, I saw my passport from Puerto Rico, which I learned once I went there, you don't need, which kind of makes sense, but I didn't know. I packed it. So it starts happening. I just go, here's my passport. And the guy's like, oh, thanks. Sorry about that. So I'm prepared to like maybe a passport guy until I fix this ID.
okay.
Well,
So
we really need new IDs.
Minneapolis, I'm there and it's busy, it's chaotic, and I'm kind of pushing it close. And
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. It's early. He takes my ID. I see it start happening.
Here we go.
He does it the second time. Come over here. So I just get my passport. I'm like, here, you just used it. They're kind of looking at me. They're still debating. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. My license is a weird thing. So you can just use my passport. And the woman in charge goes, I was just about to clear it for you. Jesus. And then I kid you not, I go, oh my God. And I walked into security. And I'm not proud of it.
What's wrong with
she
you?
sassed me on an insane level.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I've never had any stranger be that rude to me. I was just like, it just does that. It's chaos. She had a long morning because the airport was so busy, but she looks at me in my eye and goes, Jesus! Like that. And took our Lord's name in vain. I'm quoting her. And so that would bother me too. And I go, oh my God.
Yes.
And I walked past her. And I remember my heart started racing because
Yeah.
it was like,
you knew
ooh, I
you
did
were
it.
wrong.
Because you
No.
knew the gay allegations were going to come back, probably.
Yeah.
Tough.
They let me skip the line, actually. Like, oh, we didn't realize.
Well, you think he's totally wrong for this, though? I mean,
I was
Yes,
standing up for
too.
myself. You make it known. You're married to a man. When some lady asks me, I give it back to her. Oh my God.
Yeah,
And I gave it
super
right back to her,
manly,
dude.
Super manly.
Well, I get all flustered and nervous. I always go worst case scenario. I was like, would she ever have the power to be like, you can't go through security? She definitely
Or
couldn't. But in my head, I was like, what if?
No.
What if I did?
But
What if-
it's just like, I really believe two wrongs don't make it right. Retaliation is
Mm.
not the right way.
I appreciate that. So you've never retaliated to me? Retaliated?
I really don't know if I have. I feel like that's your specialty.
You've never been wrong or mean?
I've been wrong and mean, I'm sure,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't retaliate.
So I just want to be honest about that. And wherever she is, I feel like we'd be good friends. We had a nice energy that morning, and it's bad. It's okay, right?
I think as long as TSA agents are being rude and unwarranted, just mean to us, America's going to be just fine. I think the second we
True.
start to get better talent in there, we start paying them more. I don't like where we're headed, but as long as they stay rude, we're going to be just fine. That's my thought.
Hmm.
And let me DoorDash and finance an acai bowl. That's America.
That's America that
Yeah.
I believe in. Okay, Kansas babysitter was found. Dude, I saw this story.
Did you? Okay.
Wait, what?
This
Click
story.
on it. I want Katie to read just
Read the
like the
headline.
first two sentences.
Oh,
Read this
no.
for us.
No.
Yeah, it's a local story, but here you can just scroll down, read the first couple sentences of the article.
I saw this headline, but I
Read the
didn't
first-
read it.
Good job.
A babysitter looked under a bed to reassure a worried child that there wasn't a monster hiding there and came face to face with a man who wasn't supposed to be there.
So basically, this babysitter's been here all night. There's a monster under my bed. There's a monster. Like, okay, I'll check.
No monster.
And then
Wait.
she checks and there's just a guy
Yeah.
under the
Could you
bed.
imagine?
This was in Kansas City.
In Kansas somewhere. I don't know. Wasn't my bed.
That is literally
Could you imagine?
a horror story. That is a horror story.
I can't believe it's real. Yeah. All
Did
right.
he
I'll
didn't,
check for the monster. And then there's a guy under her
Oh
bed.
my
Yeah.
gosh. What is there? Are there any more details? Like, did he do anything to them?
it's like
He jumped out and slaughtered them all.
Yeah, it was up where Derek lives.
Is
It was horrific. Don't read
It's
the
like
rest.
Central Kansas.
Central Kansas.
Okay.
but like, did
And
they
there's no
know
laws out there.
him? How long had he been there?
I
Online
think
court
he-
records show the man had posted bond 10 days earlier.
Okay.
So,
So he was just like
Posted
hiding.
bond, got out, and so he lived under there for 10 days.
Weeks.
Oh
Prosecutors.
no!
He lived under the bed for 10 days. and he
deputies
jumped out.
searched but were unable to find the man. Oh, he's sneaky until the next day when he was captured after a foot chase. Foot chase sounds weird.
They
Is that how it,
she calls the cops that run in. Like, where is he? Where is he? He was under the bed. They couldn't find him. Days later goes by, and they finally find him. He's in the attic. How does he keep doing this?
he's so good.
That is so terrifying.
Well,
The man once lived in the home.
oh, he kind of knew the ins and outs.
Yeah, this is like
oh, sorry. Thought I used to.
he had
thought I
the
still lived here.
blueprints tattooed on him.
Mhm.
He designed the house. He was going back because that's where he hid the jewels.
What was his name?
You ever see that Martin Lawrence
Say
movie?
that? I just want to be on a lookout of him. So they found him. He's arrested now, right?
I don't know. They might have let him free.
That poor child, though.
I mean, that child
There's a
is.
monster under their bed.
I mean, that child is gonna have to sleep in their parents' bed.
What
for
was
the, rest
the
of their
man?
life.
What was the man? What's the man's description?
Yeah, where are they? This article doesn't have his name, so let me.
Yeah, that article didn't
What's
have
the man's
much at all.
description? He was 27. Did I make that up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got
Yes,
it.
you did.
I want to know.
Oh no, 27.
Thank you.
Wow, how did you?
Yeah.
That wasn't even in that article. Good
No,
for you.
I've
Wait,
got-
his
I'm a little
name
bit-
was 27. He was 27.
His description was 27.
So Yeah. So when I say 27, it's either his age or his name. If you had to guess.
I don't know. He was hiding in our child's bed. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I think he was Hispanic, and the kid. The kid who was saying monster on the bed, they arrested the child for his racist.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they didn't. He was expelled from school.
Yep. Deported, they call it.
That's super terrifying. Good.
Have you been seeing all
Love that.
the insane White House memes of the deportation?
I haven't seen many memes, but I heard it started to
saw
happen.
the video. There's a video of them like putting Mexicans in handcuffs and like on a plane to get sent back, and it's like an edit on social media with the song "Closing Time." Well, let's go around. Yeah, and the band who made that song was like, "We did not approve of this. This song was meant to spread love and joy or something," which also was annoying, by the way. It's like
I thought the bar was closing.
your song's out there, but it is an insane. It's probably just some 23-year-old kid just having a ball or something. They're like making memes of like funny, like deported. Like
That's not.
it's like okay, even if you support it, do we have to make it like silly?
Yeah, that's not.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Did you see the group text?
Oh yeah,
With like our nation's leaders, like they threw some other random
nothing's
guy in
real.
there talking about like
oops.
yeah.
It just happened to be a guy who they really don't like. I'm saying there's something bigger that they purposely put him in on there.
What's the conspiracy? So for those who don't know, and Katie,
I
'cause
know.
Oh, you tell us then.
All I know is what you guys just have just
Oh,
said.
okay.
Something about they leaked war plans on a group text message.
Well, attack plans, they say.
It was like JD Vance and a bunch of like important people in America talking about some like overseas bombing that had been taken care of.
Yeah, that's
Good job, boys. Good job. And then some guy's like, "Hey, I don't think I'm supposed to be in this group text."
It was like a
Why do they-
reporter
He sent, like,
for
emoji.
the Atlantic.
Why do they like group text about that in the first place? I feel like that feels a little casual.
You want them to Pony Express.
Telegram. I agree.
I want
You would
them to
think there'd
get
be
on,
some
like a
high level, like
It was Telegram,
encrypted.
wasn't it?
yeah. What?
Wasn't it Telegram?
Oh, the app.
Oh, I have no
Probably.
idea.
You'd think there'd be like a high level encrypted messaging system.
Yeah, they're not just like casually like, oh, that was my family group message. My bad.
That is kind of funny to think about.
Seems like a crazy mistake. Yeah. But what would, I guess, are you saying the White House did it on purpose for some silly reason, or he
let Iran know that we're bombing the Houthis really effectively because it's a
The Houthis.
proxy war with them.
I've never even heard of those.
It's always interesting debate. Like, the Elon like Nazi thing. Like, is he truly just a weirdo? There's three options. Is he a weirdo who accidentally did it? Is he a evil person who's like, I want to give a shout out to Hitler today? Or was it a tactical, like, we're gonna do this and it'll go viral and be distracting for this strategic reason, etc.
I think he's just got a little tiz.
It's probably, I think sometimes it's the easiest thing. Like, no, sometimes people are that stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, oops, wrong number. Please delete this. You know?
Pretend you didn't see it.
I think it's possible. It's tough. It's possible. Hard to believe, but
We could talk about this more on Patreon maybe if you want, but this week you're starting to shoot the movie.
yep,
It's pretty exciting.
we're going.
You gotta
Got some good
fly.
luck.
You gotta come
I'm
back.
gonna break it down on Patreon, but the script's written. But I gotta flesh it out to add, some spice. But dude, I was laughing. Probably the hardest. I was writing the whole thing, and it's one of those that I don't know if that many people will think it's that funny, but we will. But it's just like we got to make the cherry pie 5K. We got to make 1,000 pies in 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
Random thing. So then I got to have your character, your job, I guess. I'm like, let me go check on what Keegan's doing, and.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how's it going? You're like, pretty good. Just pitting upwards of 30,000 cherries. Because I guess it'd be that many cherries. And then later in the scene, you're like, any idea what to do with 30,000 cherry pits? I was just killing me. I think the way you deliver it. The
Great.
thought of, I mean, think how big would 30,000 cherry pits be? Would that be the size of like a king bed or something? It would take someone days.
I've just been working on it all night.
Yeah.
No, it's Share Pie 5K. That's just what we do. Yeah.
Why does Keegan really kind of fit you? Good name for you.
Thank you. I will wear my finest belt as Keegan. It'll be nice and clean.
Yeah, make sure it's clean, please.
You think
You're-
Keegan fits me?
Your character's Kathy Thatcher.
Kathy Thatcher.
Yeah, she could be that kind of this cruel no nonsense.
Is Kathy kind of like my alter ego person?
Do you like a really firm Kathy Thatcher? Give us a really firm Kathy Thatcher. I'd talk more, but I got a meeting. Just say that like really like in a Kathy way.
Sorry, I didn't catch the name.
Sorry, hi. This is my buddy Keegan.
Kathy Thatcher. I'm sorry, I can't talk more. I have a meeting.
What did you say in the middle? I can't talk.
Yeah. Sorry, it was a little mush mouth.
I couldn't done, man. I'm
All
meeting.
right, and
Kathy Thatcher.
Take two.
Sorry.
Hey, it's Keegan. I'm Ian. Would you?
Hi, I'm Kathy Thatcher, but I can't talk more. I have a meeting. See ya.
That was kind of scary.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with that one?
See ya, dirty belt.
Yeah.
Call me
Somebody smells. Is it your belt?
that. You snap it and says that. Hey, get that belt smell out of here. I have a meeting.
Somebody didn't wash their belt. That's such a. Somebody smells at your belt.
Yeah, that's gross leather. Somebody didn't wash their belt.
It's it's something you've believed your whole life. You're like on a plane. You're looking over like,
Oh,
you saw
gosh.
that?
I got
Somebody-
sat next to a worst case scenario.
Yeah.
What, big guy? Worse. He had a gross belt on.
Yeah.
He
It's
had
one of those
washed-
guys who hasn't clued in. He's never washed his belt.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Oh, yeah. Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy. We're going to discuss my Ramsey stuff, Patreon, all sorts of
Doesn't
some
belt...
local openers I met. It's the best.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about
best,
that.
dude.
I was gonna say, doesn't belt washing seem like something that like happened in the South that we don't really talk about anymore?
Mhm.
Like the sun belt washing or something.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, we're trying to get rid of that.
It's like one of those.
It's not in the
you're-
books.
Or you're at port on a cruise and you're walking down the street and this guy's like $5 belt washing and you're like,
You're like, hey, kids, no,
no,
don't look at him.
mm-mm.
Don't do the belt washing.
That's the gateway into what he wants to sell you.
I've heard they offer, and like in Vietnam, like people have told me, like just heads up, they offer like 15-minute belt washing, but it's not what you think it is in Vietnam. It's not even a she who does it.
He's going to Vietnam.
Really took a turn.
He's going to Vietnam.
Oh, when?
Later this month.
For fun?
Yeah, should be
Got to
fun.
grow a business somehow, Katie. I got to pay for belt washing one way or another. So
Hmm.
China and Vietnam.
Cool.
Do you think so? You're gonna do fun content like here's how pickleball paddles are made? Or are you gonna do like a funny like in your face like we are proud to make these in China?
Oh,
I hadn't thought about that
Yeah.
route, but I could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could really just like, you know what? We're one of just thousands of pickleball manufacturers that make their paddles in China.
We are proud to say.
And we are, ni hao to all of our customers.
Yes.
Yeah, really assimilate.
Yeah. How do you say?
Name one thing the Chinese have done wrong. I'll open with that and I'll close with that. And in the middle, just all the good stuff.
Dude, a comment. All right, let's try. I just want to know how do you say?
why?
Hold on, listen.
星期五，
That's Friday in Chinese. Try that.
That's
try that.
tougher to say than I was
Hear
hoping it
hear
would
one
be.
more time.
星期五，
Is that a T I'm hearing? TT Woo.
ZINGQIWU. Xingqiu.
星期五，
Xingqiwu.
Xing Woo.
星期五，
I got it.
星期五，
Xingqiwu. Xingqiwu.
You know when you pull up like an instrumental for something and the first part of it, they kind of sing their own little brand? That's what it sounds like when you click on Baby Justin Bieber instrumental. And then the first second is this.
周五泡菜，
Oh,
So that's Friday pickle.
oh, okay.
周五泡菜，
Joe.
Zhou
周
So
五泡菜，
Pasa.
I feel like we lost Friday though. That's the,
I feel
Isn't
like
that really confusing?
Hong
周
Kong
五
is
泡菜，
Hong Kong's primary Cantonese, just FYI, not Mandarin.
Ooh. Oh, it's Chinese simplifies. I want
Cantonese bounces.
Make it
on-
harder.
the real deal.
Cantonese is wild.
Oh no.
this
It's
is
not,
good.
it's not even giving me a.
You know, our manufacturer does speak English, but this is still good that we're going through all this.
Why?
You're like it's like Michael Scott from The Office for sure, just prepared with all this. It's like English, buddy.
Why
so
are you going
Cantonese,
to
it won't give me
Vietnam?
the. Let's try Mandarin.
Vietnam, pickleball is currently exploding there. They have
Okay.
like more courts than America. They're like
星期
Wow.
五，
like just as many players as America. So try to get in while the getting's
星
good.
期五
Yeah.
泡菜，
Okay, this is Chinese. I don't know what the other Chinese was, so this makes more sense.
星期五泡菜，
So
星期五泡菜，
Xingqiwu Passe.
It sounds like party.
星
It's
期五泡菜
like，some sort of wool
Xingqiwu
party.
Passe. Friday pickle. In Chinese, be prepared.
星期五 party.
There you go.
Pickleball's blowing up in China.
Vietnam. Oh, I can't wait.
What is that? What do you think that is?
I think paddle sport or racket sports are big there. Like badminton is massive there.
Right.
And you can easily renovate a badminton court to a pickleball court. And so I think that's led to a lot of growth. But I very much look forward to just saying back in Nam
Do y'all ship
for the rest of my life.
outside of America?
No, not really. But that's kind of one of the goals. It could
Like,
be
not really
sweet
as
to-
in, like, can you? And you just don't sell that much?
We could ship to Canada, but then they have to pay like a tax, and then it's not that affordable for them anymore.
Okay, but so just US and Canada is where you.
Yeah. But establish a little something in Southeast Asia where all countries are the exact same could be convenient.
3 billion people have a paddle.
Yep.
Well, that was easy. That was pretty good.
That sounded great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys.
How long? How long? It's been an hour?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Time flies when you're talking Cantonese.
Okay, we got a lot more to talk about. Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy.
A lot of fan videos.
A lot of fan videos.
Your
to
fan
get
video
to.
could be in there.
Yeah. We'll save them for future weeks and the Patreon, everything. So we'll keep it going. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Katie, I want you to look to camera 3 and just give us one sentence to wrap up how you're feeling, how this episode went. Give it to the people.
I really hate when you do this, but good chatting, everybody.
Ooh, good chatting. It's like a news anchor signing off.
I hate when you do this. So you want me to not do that again?
Yeah, I don't like when you're like, and now wrap it up. Look at the camera and
Okay, try it on me.
Okay, Trey, like, yeah, we've been all talking. Hey, could you just like look right at camera 1 and just give your best like French accent and say how much you've loved talking to us?
Yeah, no problem.
Sounded different than yours.
Camera 1, she said?
Yep.
So this is not my fault if Derek's not going to. Thank you for listening. Kitty, tie your dirty belt around my neck. If we don't get 700 patrons. Ciao. Bonjour.
Yeah, what?
You got options.
Add it out to the front.
Correct opinion.